Hello, guys, and this time I'm back with yet another story. So, this is a short story called The Boundary, written by Jhumpa Lahiri. She is a well known and renowned author. She wrote many novels and many short stories, out of which I read The Boundary. The Boundary is all about showing a scenario from two sides. So let me give you a quick summary of it. The story begins with the narration of a young girl. She lives in a Italian village site with her family who take care of the cottage where every Saturday and Sunday families come and stay and then leave. This time a family came which contains a father, two daughters and one mother. They were very happy when they came to the cottage. Narrator went and explained how everything works over there, and she also explained what are the do's and don'ts in the cottage. Later, she left for her home, and then the family entered and they got immersed into the cottage where they started living. They felt it as if it was their home. Narrator noticed that the father always liked visiting places with their daughters and discovering them, whereas the mother always liked staying at home, having her own time and relaxing and writing something in a small diary, which she didn't understand what it was. And as days passed by, they were really getting well with the cottage and really enjoyed the nature around it. Before that, narrator was not used to live in this place, in this lonesome area. They used to live in a city. Her father used to sell bouquets, but due to an accident, they had to shift to this area. And narrator really feels this a very lonesome area where no one speaks to each other. Whereas the family who came, for them it was a very peaceful area where they can have their own time, they can relax without any burdens. Now it was the time for the family to live. It was just before one day that it was the father's birthday and they had a huge celebration. And so they gave a small piece of cake to the narrator, and next day they were about to leave when the mother came and told narrator that she really enjoyed staying over here and she would love to come again when she wants to relax. The point that narrator didn't understand was what is so special about this area? They don't even know the dark winters of this area, how it feels to be so lone over here. And then narrator with all these thoughts starts cleaning up the house and making it ready for the next family which was coming the next day. So this is how the story ends. So it was a very slow story according to me, but it has a very inspirational motive behind it, and according to me the writer has achieved making it clear to the audience, because according to the narrator, as I think, is that when we have certain things we don't value them, and when we don't have them we just value them, like the narrator who lives in a peaceful area at a countryside felt it very lonesome because she lives it for a very long time, whereas for the family who lives in the city who came to the cottage for few days felt as if they missed it a lot, because that was the freshness that they wanted in their life. In our life, it's very common that there are things that we need and we don't. The things that we need and that we want. Need is that is required for the processing of the family, for processing of a life. Whereas the want is that requires just the instinct thing that we want that thing, and later it may not be the need for us. So the narrator has portrayed that what we have with us, we don't usually value them, and what we don't have, we value them. So yeah, it is a very nice story. It has a very nice storyline, and the author has really explained it very nicely. And yes, I would definitely suggest you guys to have a read at that. story because it's very short, as it's a short story, and it's very lovely to read and understand each and every character and their perspective of seeing a scenario. And overall, I would definitely recommend you guys to have a read at this story. So by this, I think that's it for this video. Hope we meet next time with some another amazing video. Bye.